Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to review Stars and Bones by Gareth Powell. 75 years after humans are ejected from planet Earth, they travel through space on a fleet of Ark ships. Erin's sister goes missing one day while responding to an alien distress call, and Erin insists upon being part of the crew that goes looking for her. What they discover, however, is deadly and terrifying and may mean the end of the human race. So yes, we have a new Gareth Powell book, which I was very excited about, and this review is coming out slightly late, but it's here now. Definitely later than I planned. So as always, the characters absolutely shine. They are well created and vibrant. Our story is told at the start from two perspectives, but this structure changes and shifts throughout the book. So we start off with the current timeline, and who is talking can vary. And we also have a perspective looking back at how humans got to this point in the first place. Erin is our main perspective throughout, and she is linked to the Furious Ocelot. She is a navigator, and a human navigator is required on these ships. They scout ahead of the main fleet of Arks, and I love a good sentient spaceship, and the interactions between the two are absolutely fantastic. Erin is very driven and she cares very much about those around her. And along with Sam, their cat, who can actually talk, this is a really great group to follow. And Furious Ocelot joins as a point of view character. Hakuri is a very different character. He experienced this change 75 years ago, and he had power and plans until things were absolutely derailed. But other than that, there are more characters. There are a few other point of view characters. Some are more fleshed out than others, some are more important to the stories than others, and we can't forget the Ark ships AIs. They are all their own characters as well. That was a really interesting aspect. The human race is spread out across these ships, and it was a bit randomised who ended up where at first. So different cultures have kind of sprung up on these different Ark ships, and the personalities of the AI of the ships has developed around these. And the ships seem to enjoy interacting with and looking after their human cargo. There is a lot packed into this, almost too much at times. There are a lot of plot threads to work through. It does make for a very fast-paced read, but I found that the story and characters really didn't have space to breathe. This was most apparent to me in the romance. The setup was nice, I liked the chemistry, but it was suddenly very full on with no between bits. This is a bit more horror based than previous work, although he has touched on that before. The horror perspective feels very tight, it's personal, it's present, and the very fast paced nature of this book means that it builds and builds and builds with absolutely no let up until the end. I did enjoy seeing how the events of 75 years ago are still having an impact on this world, and how all of these threads and mysteries are beginning to unlock, but of course there's always still more to discover. And I did like the touch, there are lots of nods to science fiction creations through this. So this was a fun, somewhat gruesome read at times, and I'm already looking forward to a reread, along with the next books in the series. So if you have read this or any of Gareth's other work, I would love to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you all soon.